Hey guys, Zar here, back with you at 7:04 a.m. We are still in the UK session in about 2.5 hours pre-New York. Pre-New York, watching the Dow here now for a potential zone reversal trade, as you can see. Let's drop over to the 1 minute chart here. Sorry, the 3 minute chart. It was a 1 minute earlier. And watching here now. See this here? Little structure area. It's the quiet time of the session, so I need to be careful. Looking for a potential long here, guys. Watching closely. I'll explain exactly what I'm doing it before I do it. Here we go. Buy stop right above this candle right now. But live buy stop order right now. Give me one moment, looking at my own platform here. Just making sure my brackets are cool. Yes, they are. All right. Now, I'm not in yet, but when that crosses that line right there, I will be in. Getting very close now. Second trade of the day. Assuming we get taken in here. Be looking for 25 points on this. Still not in. Just waiting. Patiently. Just double checking a couple of things here. About to get taken in. New candle. On the 1 minute. Sorry, I'm looking at a different time frame on my own platform here. Looks like we are frozen. Oh, there we go. Okay. And I'm in, guys. Behaving very strangely here on TradingView. I'm actually getting more movement on my own platform. Not a lot more, but some more. So that's a little odd. There you go. It should show up here in a second. So there was some problems this morning with TradingView, and they put up a message up here, a little kind of an exclamation mark, saying that if there are gaps in your chart, we are working on it. And the Forex and CFDs, which I don't actually trade. I do trade Forex. I don't trade CFDs. Had these huge gaps and many days missing. Went all the way back to May 28th. So all of the early June was missing from the charts, which is an interesting thing. I've never seen that before. And you can see that this is basically shut down here for a moment. I know it's a quiet time of the day, but this is unusual. Let's go over to the NASDAQ for a moment. You'll see much more movement there. This is my trade from earlier on, by the way. A nice 22-point winner and then dropped all the way back here. That's on the NASDAQ. Let me bring you back to the Dow. Here we go. Okay. So long the Dow and risking 20 points to make 25. So that's a 1.25 R. It's a 1 to 1.25 risk to reward. But I'll manage this and we'll move the stop, and I'll probably likely move the stop and possibly even move the target. We'll see. This is a dance at this time of day. A very nuanced and delicate dance for that matter. This would be a zone reversal trade. Earlier trade on NASDAQ was a zone break trade. Let me show that to you again while we're waiting here. So you see the zone break here, breaking above, right? Break and close, and then up. Break and close, a little pullback, and then boom. That was on the NASDAQ. We're now in our, I'm now in my second trade of the day. Pulling back a little bit. At least we're getting some movement. Better than just sitting there, I think. put you on pause for now, guys, so you can avoid this mess, and I'll bring you back. Pause now. And trying to move up a little bit here now, but very sluggish. It is that kind of time of day. It's, again, 7:16 at this point. And so the market's been open for 4 hours and 16 minutes. Open at 3 a.m. It's the London market. And of course, I'm trading the Dow, right? This is a U.S. index, and of course, the U.S. stock market doesn't open for over 2 hours. But I do this very often in the London session. Have been for quite some time now, a few years, trading U.S. indices on futures, right? There's good liquidity. My spreads are excellent on my platform, and so it's a non-issue. But this is a sluggish time of the day. No matter how you slice it, it would be the case on the DAX as well. This is, of course, the German stock market index. Looking very similar here, or similarly. Let's move some zones around just for fun. And back to the Dow. I'll put you back on pause for now, guys. But you can see the trade idea here. Just so to make it very clear, this is a bullish daily, right? We actually broke Friday's. Today's Monday. We actually broke Friday's high and then rejected down, which is a bearish configuration, obviously. But now we have a white body on the current candle. So, and white is an update for me for my candle coloration. And then we have this pullback all the way. So that rejection of that wick there is this pullback you see here to support, and then rejecting. Doji candle, indecisive, and then a break above. And that's kind of where we entered. We entered a little bit later than that, but that's okay. But looking for a potential move. I'm not even asking it to go all the way back up. I'm only asking it to go here, right there, to break this candle high a little bit and get to about this area right there. All right. And pause now, guys. And still being patient here, guys. 7:26 now, and back on pause. New high for the move. And check to see if there's any news today. I did check earlier. Nothing strikes my memory. I don't think there's anything going on today. It's a fairly typical Monday, of course. Yeah, there's nothing. I mean, 10 o'clock UK, Bank of England Mann speech, and 2 o'clock there's a monthly budget statement, 2 o'clock in the afternoon for the US, but it doesn't usually move the market very much. Pushing up, where it was pushing up, now rejecting it a little bit. Very quiet now. This is just a fairly straightforward zone reversal. I think you'll find that my setups are very easy to see after a while. Certainly after the fact, and obviously that's an issue in trading where things look clean after the fact. And the idea, of course, is to spot them and get into the setup ahead of what you could envision after the trade is done. And that's what really, mastering the game of trading is all about. And of course, as you hear me talk about all the time, the mental game, the game of impulse control, finding calm in the chaos. And one of the reasons why I speak the way I do, fairly quietly and softly and in a measured way, is it because I'm managing my own psychology. You might say that Czar is sort of an alter ego. Czar is obviously not my real name. People started calling me Czar because of Zerillion trading, and I said, okay, I can answer to that. But I come to trading every day in a calm state, and I get myself into a calm, cool, collected, confident state, and I maintain that throughout my trading day. And do I ever snap out of it and get a little angry or vengeful or enraged? Yeah, sometimes, but it's few and far between these days. I mean, after 3.5 decades plus of trading, you learn that there's nothing resourceful about angry outbursts or overly aggressive regret, things of that nature. And that managing your mind, body, and the tension in your hands and wrists and forearms and shoulders and legs and back and neck and face and voice, right, is such a critical piece of the feedback loop, that mind-body connection. And if you study my mental game playlist, you'll learn all about that. And there's much more to come on that, because that, to me, I believe is about 110% of the game of trading, once you have a basic understanding of price action, of course. And that's not even something I'll argue anymore. It's just a complete waste of time. Yes, you do need to understand price action. I'm a 27, 28-year chartered market technician, give or take. Maybe 26 years, something like that. Very much, studied in the institutional world. I've had a long career in the world of finance, shared the stage with some of the leading economists in North America as a keynote speaker myself with them for many years. And so I get it. But even though I have that background and that education and that career at a high level, I will still tell you that this is almost always mind-body, a game of impulse control. And it will take many young traders who will ignore what I'm saying right now, many years or several years, to finally get it, and then to recognize that they are possibly playing the wrong game and don't even know it yet. One more push, guys. This is the second trade of the day. First trade was these are both in the European session, of course. We're still not at the New York session. I have a dental appointment at around 11 a.m. today, so I wanted to start trading a little bit earlier today and get a couple of trades under my belt, which is obviously what I'm doing now before heading out. I don't know how long the appointment's going to take, and we're done, guys. And so I wanted to do that here today. Thanks for joining me. There's a nice 25 points again on the Dow this time. First trade was on the NASDAQ. And I will see you a bit later. Have an amazing day. Thank you for clicking the like button. It really does help. If you're enjoying this, just click it if you would. And send me a quick hello on the comments. Would be nice too. Have a great day. Have a great week. Take care.